If you are searching for a Bybit Futures trading tutorial or how to trade Bybit leverage, this video is for you, but I want to be clear from the beginning. This is not a video about making fast money. This is a survival guide on how to trade futures on Bybit without getting liquidated and destroying your account because of leverage. Who this video is for? This tutorial is for people who already traded spot and are now looking at futures. It is for traders who tried leverage before and got burned or almost got burned. If you think leverage is a shortcut to easy profit, this video will probably save you money. What futures trading really is, futures trading allows you to trade price movement without owning the asset. You can profit when price goes up or when price goes down. This flexibility is powerful, but it comes with a cost. Futures trading uses leverage, and leverage magnifies both profits and losses. Why futures feels attractive? Futures trading looks attractive because small price moves can generate big profits. You can trade with less capital and still see fast results. This is exactly why most beginners lose money. Leverage makes mistakes more expensive, not less. The biggest myth about leverage, is that higher leverage means higher profit. In reality, higher leverage means less room for error. The market does not need to move much against you to liquidate your position. Many traders are right about direction but wrong about leverage. How leverage actually works. Leverage does not increase your skill. It only increases your exposure. Using 5 times leverage means a small price move has 5 times the impact on your position. Using 20 times leverage means a very small move can wipe you out. Leverage is a risk multiplier, not a profit tool. Why most traders get liquidated? Most liquidations happen because traders use too much leverage without understanding liquidation price. They enter trades without knowing how far price can move against them. Futures does not forgive mistakes the way spot trading does. What makes Bybit Futures different? Bybit Futures offers strong liquidity, a clear interface, and advanced risk controls. But no platform can protect you from poor decisions. The tools are there, but how you use them determines whether you survive or not. Understanding long and short, going long means you profit if price goes up. Going short means you profit if price goes down. This flexibility is useful, but it also tempts traders to overtrade. More opportunities do not mean better results if you lack discipline. Perpetual contracts explained. Most futures trading on Bybit uses perpetual contracts. These contracts do not expire, but they include funding fees that keep price aligned with the spot market. Ignoring funding fees is another mistake beginners make. Why funding rate matters. Funding fees may seem small, but over time they affect profitability. Holding positions for long periods with high funding can quietly reduce your balance. Futures trading is not just about entry and exit, it is about cost management. Setting up your Bybit Futures account. Before trading futures, you need to activate futures trading and transfer funds to your futures account. This step is simple, but many beginners rush past it without understanding how margin works. Cross-margin vs. isolated margin. Cross-margin uses your entire futures balance to support a trade. Isolated margin limits risk to one position. For beginners, isolated margin is usually safer because it prevents one bad trade from wiping out the whole account. Why margin mode matters more than strategy. Many traders focus on entries but ignore margin mode. Choosing the wrong margin mode can destroy your account even with a decent strategy. Risk control starts before you enter a trade. Setting your leverage properly. Leverage should be adjusted based on risk, not confidence. Lower leverage gives you more room to breathe. Beginners do not need high leverage to learn futures trading. Surviving is more important than winning fast. How to place your first futures trade. To place a futures trade on Bybit, you first choose the trading pair and confirm your margin mode and leverage. Next, you decide whether you want to go long or short. Before entering the trade, you should already know where you are wrong and how much you are willing to lose. Futures trading starts with risk, not with profit. Market order vs. limit order in futures. A market order enters immediately but often increases emotional trading. A limit order allows you to plan your entry and reduces impulsive decisions. For beginners, limit orders are usually better because they force you to think instead of reacting to price movement. Why stop loss is not optional. Trading futures without a stop loss is gambling. Stop loss defines your maximum loss before the trade even starts. Without it, leverage will eventually wipe you out. A small controlled loss is always better than a liquidation. How to set stop loss properly. Your stop loss should be placed at a level where your trade idea is invalidated, not at a random number. It should be far enough to avoid normal price noise, but close enough to protect your capital. Stop loss placement is part of your strategy, not an afterthought. Take profit and exit discipline. Take profit is just as important as stop loss. Many traders lose money because they do not take profits when the market gives them the chance. Futures trading rewards discipline, not greed. Partial profits reduce pressure and improve consistency. Understanding liquidation price. Liquidation price is the level where your position is forcibly closed by the system. This happens when your margin can no longer support the trade. The higher your leverage, the closer your liquidation price is. If you do not know your liquidation price, you are trading blind. How to avoid getting liquidated. The simplest way to avoid liquidation is to use lower leverage and proper stop losses. Giving price more room to move keeps you alive during volatility. Survival always comes before profit in futures trading. Risk management that actually works. Never risk a large percentage of your account on one trade. Futures trading is unpredictable, even with a good setup. Consistent traders think in terms of probability, not certainty. One trade should never decide your future. Why overtrading destroys futures traders. More trades do not mean more profit. Overtrading usually comes from boredom, fear, or revenge. Futures markets punish impatience. Waiting for good setups is a skill, not a weakness. The psychology of leverage. Leverage amplifies emotions. Small wins feel big and small losses feel unbearable. This emotional intensity causes poor decisions. Lower leverage keeps your mind clear and your execution consistent. Why fees matter in futures trading. Futures trading involves frequent entries and exits, which means fees add up quickly. Ignoring fees slowly drains your account over time. Reducing fees is one of the easiest ways to improve your results without changing your strategy. How to reduce your fees on Bybit. Bybit offers fee rebates through referral programs. Lower fees mean more flexibility and less pressure when trades do not go your way. This is a long-term advantage, especially for futures traders. If you register using the link in the description and enter the referral code 50REFUND, you receive a 20% fee rebate on both futures and spot trading. You also unlock a welcome bonus of up to $30,000. This does not guarantee profit, but it improves your trading conditions from day one. Final advice for futures traders. Futures trading is not about being right all the time. It is about managing risk better than everyone else. Use low leverage, control your losses, and focus on survival. If you can stay in the game, you give yourself a chance to improve. If you want to start trading futures on Bybit the right way, use the registration link in the description and apply the referral code 50REFUND to get fee rebates and the welcome bonus. Subscribe to this channel for more futures trading tutorials focused on leverage control, risk management, and realistic trading strategies. Disclaimer: this content is for educational purposes only. Trading involves risk and you are responsible for your own decisions. Never trade money you cannot afford to lose.